Good day, everyone. There's been an increased focus in the media around the state of our National Defence Force, and specifically now the Navy. Questions have been asked by Parliament, and the Portfolio Committee on Defence has been given feedback, and a lot of this feedback is not being shared with the media. And I understand why the Defence Force don't want to share things with the media. And I will do another video later today on the mainstream media in South Africa and how they've been complicit in bringing the country to its knees, to where it is right now. And I'll tell you why. But in this article in News 24, one of the main instigators when it comes to spreading propaganda, etc., it says defenseless security sinks trade routes exposed as frigate submarines out of action. And basically what this boils down to is only one of the 3 tactical submarines and one of the 4 frigates that we bought during the arms procurement many years ago, decades ago, well, almost 2 decades now, are in action. One of each, that is it. We needed 6 frigates according to the Navy to patrol our vast coastal areas, and it is vast. And we decided to only buy 4, so it was already not enough. And currently we're stuck with 1 frigate that's operational, 1 submarine that's operational. And in this article, I'll give you a link to the article. It gives you a description of how bad the situation is. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but once again, this comes back to the priority of government, which has been cutting military spending. And maybe it's not such a bad thing right now, because under the current governance system, it's like my kids would say, what are they actually trying to do with regards to a military? It's farcical. You know, when a young child can look at the state of our government, what is happening, and realize that I also wouldn't give money to these people to spend on anything at this stage. Tell me in the comments how you feel about the fact that our country is defenseless at the moment. It begs the question, you know, when Cyril Ramaphosa speaks about us being a sovereign state, this is just with regards to diplomacy, diplomatic relations with other countries. But outside of the UN deciding that these are the borders of South Africa post the Second World War, there is nothing sovereign about our country. And our country is being pulled from pillar to post and messed around however the higher powers in the world, the more powerful powers in the world feels. And we are at the mercy of these people because we have not literally built a strong citizenry. And this is not our government's priority. Certainly not our military. But if we put a new governance system in place, a new electoral system, and many things, upgraded constitution, many things that can put the citizens into a position of strength, then we can become sovereign again. So you can't just claim sovereignty when you don't have the things in place to make you sovereign. Deterrence help to make you more sovereign. Deterrence, like a nuclear weapon, helps to make you more sovereign. And this is why Iran wants a nuclear weapon. I'm not saying they should have one, but why Israel has nuclear weapons, even though they're not part of the proliferation treaty, won't admit that they have nuclear weapons, just like South Africa in the past when we built up a nuclear weapons arsenal. And you will see North Korea, because they have nuclear weapons, they are left alone. They are treated differently. And Iran was attacked because they do not have a nuclear weapon. If they had one, no one would just go and attack them like that. Or if there was any intelligence that they had nuclear capability, the attacks would look completely different. So if you look at our military at this stage, we have no sovereignty whatsoever as a country. And someone made a comment yesterday in a video, one of my videos, that really made me think when he said, we're just like a Snoopy, you know, like a tuck shop. And I thought about that comment quite a lot, because the person mentioned quite a few things that I reflected on, and I shared it with my wife. And I suppose that is what we are, an exploit of capitalism and many other things. We have a very much communist-leaning government. Our apartheid government was extremely communistic and socialistic in the way that they did things, and a lot of those things helped benefit very specific people in a great way and up to a point. But we do not live in isolation. We do not live in isolation. There's a whole wide world out there that control many things in this country, and this makes us less sovereign. If we had the means to produce things here, if our citizens had the knowledge to produce everything we need in the country, in South Africa, if the citizens had the knowledge, if we had the technical skills and know-how, if we had the intellect, if we had the people with the theoretical knowledge to make that happen and teach people to be able to do that, then we can get to a point where we can start creating a baseline to start becoming sovereign. And we certainly would have to do that in future, and I look forward to actually being a part of that. But for that to happen, this current governance system has to completely collapse and fall, and we are seeing that happen right now with a military that is so weak that we cannot defend ourselves from anything at this stage. I think the pirates will probably give us a go. There's a table that shows you in this News 24 article how many of what the Navy actually has. 1 out of 3 submarines, 1 out of 4 frigates, multi-mission inshore patrol vessels. We have 3, and I did a video on the fact that we actually manufactured these here locally in South Africa. So 3 of these vessels have been delivered, and it's probably one of the greatest things that's happened to our military in a very long time. Mine warfare vessels, 2 non-available. Warrior class patrol vessels, 2 not available. T-craft inshore patrol vessels, 3. We don't know the status. Combat support vessels, 2 not available. This is the status of our Navy. So you're sitting with 4,000 people in the Navy basically being employed, paid a salary, while they can't actually use their skills to keep our waters safe. And we have vast waters. It's not just South Africa, it's all the way out to Marion Island, etc. So we are in quite a unique situation. Tell me how you feel about this, and tell me if you feel like we are just a tuck shop down here in the south. And I will make a video later where I'll explain to you how our media has been complicit in creating the situation we're in, and why I'm very glad that I live at the southern tip of Africa. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not yet. Click the bell icon to get notifications for future videos. And please share this with your friends and family.